Safari Critters, it's Gerard's Doris Buckle here. Sans makeup because my face needs a break. And before you people try to come for me, there's the reason. Anyway, I'd like to now introduce who you're interviewing this week. The one, the only, the amazing, the Plastique.
Hi, my name is Alex, also known as Plastique. I'm 17 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Plastique for agreeing to do this. Now let's get to the questioning. How did you come up with your drag
I came up with my drag name because I've always been sort of obsessed with superheroes, in particular super women. So I kind of wanted something that was very powerful and meaningful and also not too overdone. I didn't want to go with like Wonder Woman or something. So I found a sort of unknown superhero and I kind of copied my drag aesthetic a little bit off of her.
Number one favorite piece of makeup?
Ooh, my number one favorite piece of makeup, it's probably a tie between my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sweets Glow Kit, which I'm wearing right now, or my Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I'm also wearing right now. Um, yeah, I just love both of them a lot. I think Anastasia Beverly Hills makes really good makeup, so.
Number you have ever done?
My favorite lip sync number is probably Freak the Freak Out from Victorious, which actually will be on Flammable Drag Race soon. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I feel like it was probably the best I've ever looked during a lip sync because even though I am a trained dancer, I'm very critical of myself and I'm very critical of the way my body moves, and I redo lip syncs over and over and over until I'm exhausted. So,
Lip sync number you have ever seen?
favorite lip sync number. My favorite lip sync number is probably the one that Tatiana and Alyssa did on Drag Race. I feel like that's everyone's favorite lip sync number, but it's really good lip sync, and they both were killing it. So yeah, I would say that that's probably the best one I've seen so far.
Look you have ever done?
Look I've ever done would either be my tinfoil dress from episode 1 of Flammable Drag Race or my black and white look from the episode 5, which no one really seemed to like except for me, but I think it's really pretty. I think it's really fun. I kind of loved the pink accents and the fishnets on my arms. I just really like the outfit. Like, no one seemed to like it but me, but I don't know. I really like it.
Do you name your wigs? Because I always find this question to be the funny one because most people tend not to. So do you? Do you?
I have about 7 wigs, and no, I do not name any of them. Actually, I didn't know that was a thing until this question was asked. There's blue one, there's the blonde one, there's the super blonde one, there's the pink one, there's the other pink one, there's the purple one, and there's another one. I can't remember them all right now, but no, I don't name them. I just call them out by color, I guess.
Your number one makeup tip?
Wear eyelashes. And I know like a lot of people can't afford eyelashes or like don't know how to get them or this and that, but go to Ulta. They have like $5 Ardell lashes. They're so pretty and they really accentuate your eyes and they make them look fuller and they make them look just better, honestly. And I feel like it gives you a more feminine vibe while you're wearing eyelashes. I know when I first started, I didn't wear eyelashes, but I really feel like it elevates your makeup. So.
How you started in drag?
So actually, it's a funny story. My freshman year of high school, I was super against any boys wearing makeup or kind of looking feminine. I was super against drag. I like don't know why, but it kind of like freaks me out a little bit. And in my sophomore year, the summer before my sophomore year, I started watching Drag Race, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I used to actually play in a bunch of makeup when I was younger, which is weird because I was so against it for a really long time. But I kind of just picked it back up and I was playing with my mom's makeup a lot. And then for my birthday, when I turned 15, I asked for a cold chemistry palette from Sugar Pill, and I just started doing smoky eyes. And honestly, I didn't actually start doing drag until this past November. I just did makeup really. Um, I think what got me started in drag was I have this friend Dakota, and she's a trans woman, and she used to do a bunch of like big drag, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like I would really like to do that. So probably my friend Dakota.
Queen, what are some of the struggles you've personally had to overcome or have seen in the Teen Queen community?
I haven't necessarily had any struggles that I've had to overcome personally. I kind of joined the Teen Queen community, and I've met a lot of people who are very opening and loving, and since I am attractive, I guess, I get a lot of attention. So I've never really had any troubles. What I have noticed though is there's a lot of mean people in this community, and like I would not trade my experiences for the world. I would not trade all the friends I've had for the world. But there are a lot of people who put down other people for their makeup skills or for their costuming or this or that, and I just it's hard. It's a hard community to be a part of because everyone is so vicious overall, and it sucks because I mean we're all just teenagers standing in our room walking around in dresses and shoes, and it sucks that we put each other down for that. But I have noticed that a lot within this community, and that's something I'd actually like to see change.
Seeing that you are in the Flammable Drag Race, link will be in the description below, people, because I'm becoming professional. Hey, what would you say is the most stressful part for you?
Oh, I am, yes, on Flammable Drag Race, season one right now. Actually, season two is casting as of this moment. I know there's a lot of submissions, which is insanely awesome. Um, I'm currently on the race, which I'm top five, which is cool. But probably the hardest thing dealing with is runways. I know I hate it when queens say this, or they say I'm a makeup queen, or I'm outfit queen, or I'm a comedy queen, because I hate boxing people up, but I do truly have trouble with figuring out outfits. And that's been a huge struggle for me. It was a struggle for me on the Elemental Challenge, and with this challenge coming up, we have to do two separate runways, which I find to be very difficult since I don't have a lot of opportunity to go out and get fabric, and my sewing machine's broken, so I kind of find what I have, or I hand stitch, or I hot glue, which is very tedious and very hard. So I would probably say runways. I hope that I can soon get my sewing machine fixed, but until then, I would say constructing outfits is probably the hardest part for me.
Some of your drag goals, like when you get old enough and are able to perform in bars, or some competitions online you would love to compete in. Like, what are some of your personal goals for your drag character?
Um, so I have always been kind of in the world of theater, and I've branched out to drag recently. I find drag to be more of a creative outlet for me than more of a career path. I love to do makeup. I love to perform. I love to lip sync. I love to um, act in challenges. I really love that. I mean, it would be awesome if I ended up on RuPaul's Drag Race, but I would rather be an actor professionally than I would really find myself doing drag. I respect the drag community very much, but this is more of a creative, like I want to create art sort of outlet than it is a career path. Or to do drag when I was older, I would love to. I mean, do drag race. I know that's not like the most of it, but I mean, it would be a lot of fun. Or find myself on the Vegas Strip if I did decide that I wanted to do drag. I would love to perform on the Vegas Strip. I mean, I live in Vegas, so I saw Divas, which is awesome. I've gotten to see Legends. Um, I would love to have a drag career performing with like the top dogs, like Frank Marino, um, Derek Barry, Coco Montrese, people like that. I would love to find myself there.
Now are in your top three.
Actually, I like a lot of them. The only ones I don't like are Aja, Eureka, and that's really it. I would say top three. My original top three, James was in, but she got eliminated. So I would say probably Shea Coulee, Sasha Velour, and Pheromone, even though she kind of whines a lot and she's honestly not the best competitor because she's so non-competitive, but I would love to see her in top three. That is a Vegas girl. I love Vegas girls. I love Derek. Kimura was okay, but I mean, it's my home city they're repping for, so like, I would say my drag account is the Plastique, spelled plastic in French, so I'll have to spell it out. I don't really know it off the top of my head. My drag Instagram is the Plastique, ThePlastiquue. You can follow that, or you can have me on Snapchat, which is my boy name, which you'll find all that information really on my drag Instagram. You can ask me questions. Also, tune into Flammable Drag Race. We are at top 5 as of right now, and the competition is heating up. We have 5 episodes out there, all an hour long each. Season 2 is casting, and it'd be really great to see you on there, all you guys on there, or just watching and supporting it, which is awesome. So, yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So much, Plastique, for coming. I will put her Instagram in the link in the description below, guys. A whole lot more talk to the Queen Flying Dove from some very amazing people. And we're going to have a very special next talk to the Queen for you guys. Even if it's someone very near and dear to my heart and who has helped me a lot. So, I'll let you guys try to figure out who I may be interviewing next. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. All the links for people mentioned today will be in the description below. And like always, my little safari critters, I love you.